Hello, hello. I don't normally make videos like this on this channel, but I've been wanting to branch out and I've been really interested in this lately, so bear with me. To understand why Boy-Ar-Dee became a household name, we have to look back to 1897 when Boy-Ar-Dee was born in northwest Italy. As a child, he always showed an interest in anything culinary. He was an apprentice chef at a hotel by age 11. Can you imagine being 11, just like, yeah, I work here. I cook here. No big deal. In 1914, he moved to America and arrived in New York. With his background in cooking, finding a job was not that hard for Boiardi. He became a cook at a swanky hotel, eventually becoming the head chef. A few years passed and Boiardi decided to move to Cleveland, Ohio. There he married his wife Helen in 1923, and by 1924 Hector and Helen opened their first restaurant, which was such a success that by 1928 demand was so high they had to switch to factory production to keep up. Their products would be sold in stores to an area much larger than the Cleveland area. The 1920s and 30s was a time when the American people had a lot of distrust and hatred for Italians. They claimed them to be spies and much worse other things that I'm going to leave out of this. So this, and a fear that Americans could not or would not try to pronounce Boiardi, would bring about the name change we all know and love today, Chef Boiardi. He just spelled his name phonetically. Just a genius. Well, the American people proved him right because his name change proved to be a success and Chef Boiardi began flying off the shelves. The Boiardis flourished through the Depression, keeping their prices affordable, and they moved to Pennsylvania to be closer to the tomato fields. Like, they've already opened up a couple other restaurants. They're doing well. The 1940s roll around. Boiardi made a deal with the US government to provide rations to the troops overseas. By 1942, Boiardi increased his staff and his factory was running 24 hours a day. After the war in 1946, the demand for his products had slowed down, and Hector had a big decision to make. In order to allow the employees he had hired for increased production to keep their jobs, he chose to sell the company to American Home Foods. He remained on as a consultant for the company until the late 1970s. Like, can you imagine having this multi-million-dollar company and selling it just so these people you hired a few years ago could keep their jobs? Like, just wholesome dude. What I would give to be able to walk into one of Hector Boiardi's restaurants and have a fresh cooked meal by him. Suppose we should all be glad that we can still walk into the store and find Chef Boiardi on the shelves. It's just a testament to the wholesome goodness that was Hector and Helen Boiardi. And he couldn't have done it without her. Thank you. I'll be back to playing solo RPGs soon.